Hi everyone, my name's Lyric. Today I would like to do a collective love reading for the collective of Capricorn. We'll take a look at the energies from the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine, and also take a look at the connection. So sorry I've been so behind on posting. It's been very busy in my life and I'm having a hard time keeping up. So I have some time today, so here I am. So, Capricorn, let's get Divine Feminine. So I'm already getting that the Divine Feminine is being hard pressed at this time, that she's been carrying a lot of burdens, in her personal life as well as this relationship or this connection rather. I love this Magician card. It's so nice looking. Okay. 8 of Wands. Okay. So for the Divine Feminine, I have the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. So I just am really getting that this Divine Feminine is just carrying a little bit around, carrying around too much. Source is saying that the Divine Feminine is feeling off of balance due to her insecurities. She could be over involved, like trying to control the situation with this Divine Masculine. Yeah, so let's clarify this 10 of Wands. What are these burdens? That was a lot of cards, and I have another Magician card on the table. So definitely, so the Magician card. Hold on a second here. So the Magician card is really about having all of the tools at our disposal that we need to perform a task to start out on our project or our career or our path even. So it's having all of those, having everything necessary to be successful. So, and that's appearing twice here in this reading with the Ace of Wands. So a new cycle, a new beginning. Probably because the old way was very, very burdensome and causing a lot of difficulties. So at this time, this Divine Feminine, wow. Oh, wow. So I'm going to put this here. We're just going to not pull out any more cards at this time. So that was a lot of cards, you guys. That was a lot of cards. So the Divine Feminine was sort of taking on more than she could chew. And this is letting her feeling insecure because you can only do so much at a time. And when you take on many challenges at once, like some of them aren't going to be your best work. Like it's going to be that some of the stuff is going to suffer because you're spread too thin, basically. So I see that happening with this Divine Feminine. She's having to close up some of those loose ends that she was in the past, like giving her energy to, so that she could manifest in this present moment. Okay, so so that's what I feel was in the past. Moving forward, she's kind of like considering what her options are, seeking for her own inner truth, seeking for the truth in this connection, hoping that this Divine Masculine feels the same way that she does, that will love her in the same way, that she can that she can need and they can need her. Because I really, that's the word that came into my mind, is a sense of needing. So I'm not sure what that's about, because I feel like a higher version of a relationship or a connection would be want. Because a need is before we have basic needs, and I think we are able to have wants because all of our basic needs are met. So this Divine Feminine is still in a little bit of a lower polarity as far as like knowing herself and her ability to manifest and the things that she's creating in her reality, okay? For the connection, or rather for the Divine Masculine, I have the King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I understand my feelings. I feel for you now. It's changed me completely. So he's mirroring back to her this King of Cups, and she has the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So they're definitely doing some sort of energetic communication, some telepathic communication. They're probably thinking of each other at the same time, anticipating what each other's needs. Kind of, they're starting to bridge that sort of deep, intimate relationship. Is what I'm getting here for Capricorn. Is that it's still kind of like if the roots were growing together, there's still room so you can see through them. So they haven't fully aligned like this, but there's still, there's growth happening, big time, huge growth here, and they're growing towards each other, not away from each other, which is beautiful. So, I also have the Knight of Wands. I'm playing as I'm really playing myself. So this Knight of Wands is mirroring to this Divine Feminine, his insecurities as well. In the past, he could have been involved in some third-party situation and wasn't putting this connection as a priority, was kind of dealing with his 3D stuff, his home life, his family life, his security, if you will, which is important because we all need to have our base security before we can really give to someone else. And I think that's what this divine masculine was up to, but it interfered with the connection and it delayed the connection. And now it's moving away from that. This divine masculine is a little bit more settled. And like I said, the energies are growing and they're connecting together. For the overall connection of the energy of the connection, I have the Magician card, the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. And to clarify the Magician card, I have the Two of Cups and the Sun card. So this connection is really moving forward. There's lots of change and healing and happiness and balance coming through. Both of these energies, they have an understanding of each other, that they both feel for each other and sense each other, and they both get that mutual emotional completion between them. Like when they have deep conversations or regular conversations, they really feel that they're being heard and listened to. And they both know that, and that's why they continue in this connection despite the challenges that they've faced in the past. In the past, there was some defensive energy coming from the Divine Masculine, probably in his willingness to want to settle down and get his security straightened out. And the Divine Feminine was in a rush to start this connection and in a rush to get things the way that she felt that it needed to be. And so she was interfering quite a bit, putting in too much of her 2 cents and trying to control things and really rubbing this Divine Masculine the wrong way. But that was left in the past. Those were hurdles that this connection struggled with before. It's a beautiful energy today, hopeful energy, manifesting energy, beautiful, beautiful. So to me, that's a place of like, it could be anything. It's very broad. It can just be anything. We'll have to stay tuned to see what happens. So let's get some closing thoughts for the Capricorn collective. Closing thoughts for the Capricorn collective. I regret everything that happened, the Divine Masculine. I have always loved you, the Divine Feminine. I may act strong, but I'm not, the Divine Masculine. I want to love you, but I don't know how, for the connection. I run as I keep hurting you, Divine Feminine. I'm trying to overcome my commitment issues, for the connection. So that's all that I have. If this reading resonated with you, please feel free to check out my description box and book your own personal extended reading. If you're interested in any of the programs that I offer, they will be listed in the description box as well. Shoot me an email if you have any questions. Shoot me an email if you just want to start a conversation. I have a lot to offer. I've done a lot of personal healing myself. I've had a lot of really tough life experiences, and I've had to work really, really hard to get to the place that I'm at today. But I'm willing to help other people if they want help. And if you have any questions, just ask. All right, I'll speak to you later. I hope you love this reading.